What is up guys, Speed here, and today we're doing something fun. We've done this once in the past and there's a really great response from you guys. We're going to be guessing the MMR of random clips. I have my friend Turtle with me. He collected various clips from various different MMR brackets, and based on their gameplay, I'm going to have to give it my best shot to guess as close as I can to their MMR bracket. And let's get into it. So for the first clip, we're going to be following Slime on the Mars. This is a drawn-out fight, and so far so good. That was actually a really clean setup, just him with the disruptor there. I'm a little bit surprised Slurk didn't get off any of his spells. Alright, this is atrocious. What in the world? Item build. This build's okay. I really do prefer Vlad's before Deso on Mars, but it's not the end of the world. I like that he's buying early stats. I feel like that's usually a sign of like mid to higher MMR. It's still going. And this is my issue with not going Vlad's. You really don't have the ability to sustain through fights. Otherwise, he'd have no problem turning here if he went more of a sustain build with that. Another good spear. His ability to read movements is clean, right? I think with a lot of players, it's sometimes unclear to them when they need to like read backwards and read forwards in terms of movements. And there, that was once again a good prediction. So he's done that multiple times with the Slark and now with the Lifestealer. Yeah, I don't know. I think this fight's still going. Slark is a blink. What? Alright, we're gonna end it there. I think his spellcasting and item build is pretty good. I'm gonna quickly go through the item builds. I really like doing this to give myself a general understanding of what the bracket is. But I would have to guess based on the item build and the general high skill of this Mars player that he's at least Ancient 3, at minimum. Okay, he was actually Legend 1. I mean, I don't know, it makes me almost feel like I don't want to say anyone's smurfing, and his CS is definitely low. Like, to be honest, 94 for a Mars is pretty underwhelming, as this hero has some of the best wave clear in the game. And I don't love his item build, but I think this player's spellcasting in particular was impressive for Legend 1. Alright, for this next clip, we're going to be following Azzy on the Tiny. He was a mid-Tiny this game. And yeah, let's check it out. So first off, he makes this nice plane to the jungle. I like that he kind of led with Toss. Not that you have to against Storm, but it is sort of reliable, as sometimes Avalanche has like a slight cast time where maybe Storm could get a quick zip out. But yeah, that was nice. We'll see what he does next though as the fight continues. All right, pushes out mid before going top, which I really like. I feel like that's a sign of someone who's trying to be super efficient and create map pressure properly rather than just like kind of running around like a madman. I mean, he's definitely being very heads up around his cooldowns. Like, I think something I noticed with a lot of lower MMR players is it would take them a bit to realize that they have this toss and immediately toss a CM, or they would hesitate. For him in this case, there was little to no hesitation, which makes me guess he's definitely a bit higher. Okay, another toss. Runs out of mana. And I really like his build. Once again, like, very stats-based, which I'm a fan of. And maybe this magic wand even keeps him alive here. Yeah, it looks like... yeah, he's probably gonna get out. Yeah, and I genuinely believe this is a lot due to his item build, right? If he had a greedier build, he would have died there. So I'm gonna guess, my official guess is Divine 3. Oh, Divine 4. Let's go. Yeah, I think just all the little things that he does, like this item build, pushing in mid before going to that top gank, immediately using his cooldowns, definitely pushes him up towards the upper echelon. So, oh, this was, and I was just giving news. This was apparently the game where he went from Divine 3 to Divine 4. So I'm actually just a god guesser here. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing with this clip in particular, before even looking at a specific player, is just checking out starting item builds, because this is a personal pet peeve of mine, simply due to the fact that this is the one thing in Dota where you can just look it up on Dota Buff, no problem, and get it at least close to right. But Necro has a null talisman and no regen. Ogre Mantri has one set of tangos and a ward. Cuddle's build is fine. Wraith King only has 3 tangos, which is way lacking. Juggernaut did not get the memo and has bought 2 stout shields and no regen. Someone has to message this guy and tell him that it doesn't work anymore. Pudge has no stout shield, no boots. He's just like he's like a thick pile of jello. That's really what this build is. Animage has no joke bought a Bacillus. He's role-playing Lina. But Lina is not role-playing Lina. She's role-playing like a support, even though she's supposed to be mid. But Ursa and Jakiro, they're pretty good, so respect to them. And yeah, we're looking at a mid Juggernaut. I know everyone's mid, but in this case, he has a Radiance. I mean, first off, he knows that this double stout shield is trash, but he does not get rid of it. He is confident this is the way to go. Picks up with a kill on the Lina, instantly spins, even though there was completely no threat of dying, which is a very big waste of his spell. What is he clicking? Oh, puts up the healing ward right in front of the Pudge, making it very easy for Pudge to kill it if he wanted to. Ooh, alright, he's really not... honestly, I know this is very low. He's not microing healing ward, he's wasting spells. He doesn't have a magic wand, which is just not good on Jug. He can just kill them all. Why is he afraid? Yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell there's like a slight lacking of understanding of the heroes, or like how much damage everyone does. Because he's very clearly, at least in my opinion, like the strongest hero in that mini engagement. But he doesn't really have that understanding. His item build is off. His spell usage is just way too early. So this is definitely on the much lower end. My guess, it's gotta be around Guardian 2. That's what I'm gonna say. Final answer. Guardian 5. Okay. Yeah, I think, like, honestly, when I first started doing this series, I was afraid I would be way off, but I'm definitely starting to see that there's telltale signs for why people are kind of getting held back in their MMR brackets. There are big patterns, especially that you can fix. Alright, for this next clip, we're going to be following 10k commends on the techies. I know. I feel the same way. Garbage hero. Let's check it out, regardless. Can you even tell MMR from a techies player? I think you definitely can, but we'll figure it out. First off, item build. This is something I don't really see. Like, I watched a tiny bit of techies, and I feel like when you get this level 25 talent, the 251 damage, you start going to like Mom and AC and Pike, that type of build. And he's not doing that, which leads me to believe that either he knows something I don't, or he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, obviously that's hard to tell. I mean, that was a good hex. Very heads up, so... How do you get... What? This clip, like, I'm really trying to just break it down in my head and, like, look for every small thing. But, like, even all these... Okay, they're chasing you. Maybe they'll just give me more information. Oh, do these bombs get the kill? Wow! Okay, and they get a gem off that. I mean, that was a good play. I think these interesting bomb spots are very creative and thoughtful, which leads me to believe that he's, you know, higher and higher on the list. But I guess I'm going to do my typical item build check, because honestly, from this techies clip, I am very lost. I would imagine it's generally high because the Tiny made a good tossback play into, you know, a heads-up hex. Jug's item build I like for late game. I think it's pretty solid. Tiny's build makes sense. He should probably buy a BKB, but that's up to him. AA bought a useless Yasha and Kaya. What you gonna do? And Quap is very underfarmed. What? Okay, this can't be that high if a Batrider bought a Dragonlance. I mean, there's just no way. There's no way a Batrider legitimately buys a Dragonlance. This is tough. Even this build doesn't look too good to me. I'm gonna say this is... It leads me to believe it's around, like, Ancient 7, but I'm gonna guess this is Divine... This is like Divine 1. That's my official guess. The Techies is Immortal. It's a 5.5k average game, which is Divine 7 to Immortal. Dude, Techies is... I think that's maybe my worst guess of throughout the two videos, because Techies just throws off everything. It makes it really hard to have a good understanding of what is actually going on, because everyone just seems lost. But, I mean... Good tossback play. I like Jug's items, so alright. Like, alright. And for the final clip of the video, thank you for staying with me. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to be looking at an abnormally large forehead who is apparently playing Phantom Assassin. Yeah, let's break it down. Apparently there will be a fight bot soon. Yeah, he blurs over. Okay, using blur to get a proper initiation. I like that. Item build looking good. I don't know when this Morbid Mask exactly came into play, but... I like the item build. I think it's solid. Okay, jumps. I like when people jump, specifically this backline, so that was good on his part for sure. Getting on top of the Lina, squishy, and then immediately the sniper. Okay, well played targeting for sure. That was solid. His net worth is a bit low. I mean, PA is definitely not one of the best flash farmers by any means. But let's move on to the second half. Alright, we're back with the second half of the clip, and the first thing that I noticed was this Manta usage, and I find it a bit questionable because he's sending Mantas from the enemy base towards the wave, which is a clear tell sign that they're hunting, right? It's kind of a giveaway that they're trying to make a play, which maybe the enemy team knew already, but as is. I really like when players consider the small things like that, like giving away position based on Manta illusions. It's something that I think pushes anyone towards like Immortal. So moving on. Oh my gosh. Okay, just based on the enemy team making that movement, like literally no joke, not even from the PA's perspective, but just seeing the enemy team make this. Oh, they were smoked. Why would Sniper lead though? That makes no sense. Nah, I just from that it makes me think this is like Ancient or so. I will figure it out though. So he gets stunned, lifted. I mean, he has Aegis, so as is, I don't know why they would probably initiate on him. It's going to allow him to get on top of whoever he wants, which does end up being the Lina here. Once again, I think it's a generally good target. Yeah, I mean, this is Dota 101 where you kind of dive high ground and feed. I feel like this happens like every single game. His BKB's running low now. Pretty early Reaper's Scythe. He was BKB'ing it. I don't know, it just seems like... Oh boy. You gotta get out, brother. Okay, not a bad disengage, but like, in general still, I felt like from the last fight we watched, he had around the same amount of last hits. I don't know if he stopped farming or something of the sort, or he's just not farming at a fast enough pace, but there's definitely lackings from this player in terms of being able to scale and carry, or even burst the right targets, like gaining a lead. In fact, his net worth is not terrible, but I'm gonna guess, official guess, Ancient 4. Legend 5. Okay. So, wow, I was way off. I feel like last episode I was much, much better. I don't know what's happening. I guess I'm just off today, guys. But in general, I feel like you definitely can get a general sense, at least from this video, where even these little small things can kind of give away why you might be stuck in a certain bracket. Sure, I guess like one tier up, right? Legend to Ancient it's a pretty big jump, but it's still in the similar ballpark. So hopefully if you can see some of the mistakes of your bracket, you can apply them, or cut them out, I should say. You can apply some of the things that I'm saying, really think about it, and change it in your own game. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please do like and subscribe to help the channel grow. And of course, I'll see you in the next episode. Are you tired of being hard stuck at your rank? Over at gameleap.com, we have a library of hundreds of guides authored by pro players and coaches covering literally every aspect of Dota. Whether you're looking to master a new hero or role, or just polish up your existing skills, GameLeap is the proven place for competitive gamers to hone their craft and unlock their secret potential. Hit the link on screen right now, to take advantage of our special offer for a 25% discount, guys, 25%, and start your journey today.